Welcome back, everyone. Let's dive right in. Today, we're breaking down the massive corporate forces that are quite literally shaping our 2025 global economy. By peeling back the layers on some recent super high-profile earnings reports, we can see exactly where the world's money is moving right now. We'll uncover what the really big players are prioritizing and, ultimately, what this whole shebang means for all of us.
So you got to ask yourself, what is really driving the 2025 economy? I mean, is it the invisible, high-tech infrastructure being built all around us? Is it just our everyday mundane shopping habits? Or maybe, just maybe, it's revolutionary medical breakthroughs? Well, the answer is actually a really fascinating combination of all three of those things, kind of pushing and pulling against a backdrop of complex global challenges.
Okay, here's our roadmap for this explainer. 1. The AI infrastructure boom. 2. Consumer spending resilience. 3. The pharma sector revolution. 4. Tariffs and economic challenges. And finally, number 5, our final outlook. Let's get right to it.
Section 1. The AI infrastructure boom.
When we talk about our future digital landscape, the sheer scale of big tech's investment right now is, well, it's mind-boggling. Listen to this staggering number, $91 to $93 billion. That is the capital expenditure dedicated strictly to AI infrastructure by Alphabet, Google's parent company. Just let that sheer shock value sink in for a second. $91 to $93 billion. This isn't just some long-term, pie-in-the-sky speculative research. This is real capital being spent right now, this year, to build out the physical reality of artificial intelligence.
And here's the thing, Alphabet absolutely isn't acting alone. Meta is committing a massive $70 to $72 billion in capital expenditure as well. This perfectly illustrates a highly unified industry trend. The biggest players in tech are moving in lockstep. They're pouring literally unprecedented amounts of cash into the exact same foundational technology. It's like a massive gold rush.
So the absolutely crucial point here is, where is all this money actually going? Well, it's going directly into physical infrastructure. These billions upon billions are building massive data centers. They're manufacturing incredibly advanced AI chips. And they're doing all of this with a highly specific goal in mind, aiming for a decade-long productivity boost. This money is physically constructing the AI systems that are going to power your daily digital life for the next 10 years. It's the ultimate groundwork for our future economy.
All right, moving on to Section 2, Consumer Spending Resilience.
Now, while the tech giants are out there building the future, the everyday consumer is still the undisputed engine of the global economy today. It's true. On one side, despite constant talk of economic uncertainty, Walmart has posted an incredibly impressive 27% growth in their e-commerce division. 27%. On the other side, we have Amazon showcasing just sheer massive scale, with a record-breaking $180 billion in revenue for a single quarter, just quarter 3. To put that into perspective, that is an unbelievable amount of everyday transactions. The takeaway? People are still buying, and they're buying a lot.
So, why does this matter to you? Because it tells us exactly what is driving the modern shopper right now. These huge corporate retail wins are a direct result of satisfying the consumer's deep need for fast delivery and low prices. It's that simple. When companies can deliver everyday goods affordably and quickly, they completely overcome those broader economic uncertainties. The everyday shopper, who is totally focused on value and convenience, is basically keeping the economic wheels turning smoothly for all of us.
Which brings us to Section 3, the pharma sector revolution.
Okay, so beyond silicon chips and online shopping, breakthroughs in healthcare are creating vast, brand new economic frontiers. You've almost certainly heard the names Wegovy and Zepbound by now. These highly sought-after obesity and diabetes treatments, they aren't just your standard incremental updates. No way. They are fundamentally revolutionizing medicine. Because they're directly addressing a massive global health issue, they are simultaneously driving just incredible market revenue. It's a total game changer.
And as you'd expect, the companies behind this are really reaping the rewards. Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly are the pharmaceutical giants leading this whole charge. They're taking these profound medical breakthroughs and turning them into absolutely unprecedented financial success. We're talking commanding massive revenues and essentially dictating entirely new trends in global healthcare. It really is a perfect example of how scientific innovation can directly and powerfully drive massive economic expansion.
Let's pivot to Section 4, Tariffs and Economic Challenges.
All right, it's time for a bit of an economic reality check.
You see, the global economy isn't just about record profits and skyrocketing growth. There are some really serious macroeconomic headwinds out there. We're seeing concrete negative financial impacts from things like international trade tariffs and wild currency fluctuations. For Apple, literally one of the most valuable companies on planet Earth, these challenges resulted in a $1.4 billion hit. And for Procter & Gamble, a massive consumer goods titan, the impact was $500 million. This clearly shows us that no matter how incredibly big a company gets, they are simply not immune to the frictions of global trade policies and shifting currency values. It's definitely a sobering reminder of the complex, deeply interconnected environment that these businesses have to operate within.
And that leads us to Section 5, our final outlook on the future.
Wow, we've covered some incredible ground in this explainer today. What you should ultimately take away from all this analysis is that 2025 is a really complex blend of massive AI innovation mixed with some sobering economic challenges, and it's all firmly grounded and shaped by everyday consumer choices. It's these dual forces, the massive technological adoption on one hand and highly resilient consumer shopping and healthcare habits on the other, that are firmly dictating our global economic trajectory.
Which brings us to one final, incredibly important question to leave you with. As AI and shifting consumer habits dramatically reshape our world, is your industry ready for the new frontier? Seriously, take a moment today to reflect on how these massive corporate shifts we've mapped out are going to impact your own personal and professional life. Because the future is being built right now, day by day, dollar by dollar. Thank you so much for joining me for this breakdown. Stay focused and keep learning.